Yeah.
I don't do a lot of divination, to tell you the truth. I actually use my runes more for guidance, conversations with the deities, conversations with the land spirits, conversations even with plants. If but I don't do a lot of divination. Um,
With the runes or just in general?
Both. In general, I don't do a lot of divination, and but with the runes, I do use them as a teaching tool for um, greater understanding. It's like, there's such a wealth, even right within the understandings of all the different rune poems, whether it's the Norwegian or the Icelandic or the old English rune poems.
Yeah.
There's so many layers of understanding within these things. That's just endlessly fascinating to me.
Some would say that being a Saith Kona and a Völva and a Githia would be like you would have to use runes in divination as part of that office. And you're saying that for you at least you don't. Is there like a particular reason why you don't? Never spoke to you? You don't see there being any application for it? Like what's your experience with that?
My my experience with divination, it's it's kind of one of those weird crossing the line kind of things. Um,
Understand.
and
And if we don't want, if it's a topic you don't want to breach,
yeah,
then
it's
that's
sure.
too.
I just want to kind of put my brain in the perspective it where I don't sound rude and insulting to clients.
Oh yeah, no, I totally get that.
So
Wow.
because it's like I get a really bad taste in my mouth over divination because there's a certain desperation to the very practice that ends up being predatory.
Oh,
And
I
the
see.
last thing I want to do to my communities is be a predator. And, divination, you're pretty much giving people permission to look into their soul. I'm uncomfortable doing that. That's why I
Wow.
don't do palmistry anymore. I don't do tarot cards. I will do divination from time to time for people, but I really don't like to because sometimes you don't know what they really want to hear. And it's like, have you ever seen the movie Ghost?
Yes.
Whoopi Goldberg's character as the psychic,
Yeah.
where all of a sudden she's starting to have some real psychic experiences, but
Right.
most of the time she's just a bullshit artist.
Yep.
I don't want to be the bullshit artist. And I also don't want to cause people to be insecure about something I may tell them. I'm very progressive in it. Things are happening now. We work on now. The future, scold, the things that should be, the things that should come to pass. I don't want to push a lever either way in that regard by giving somebody a reading that's going to hurt them. For me, it's a matter of ethics.
I see.